Gauteng Premier Panyaza Lesufi has revealed that 2 suspects have confessed to taking part in the killing of 6 community patrollers at Merimi informal settlement over the weekend. Lesufi was speaking at the memorial service of the 6 victims. Zola Sholona is in Soshanguve and joins us live. Watching both the Premier and the Mayor earlier, Zola, it would seem that their messages were striking a chord with the people who attended the memorial service there.
Well, Vuyo, I must say that the community, including the bereaved families, were quite happy with what they heard from Tshwane Executive Mayor Dr. Nasiphi Moya and Gauteng Premier Panyaza Lesufi, where they said after this incident, they will start, coming up with interventions. And part of those interventions is cleaning up Merimi informal settlement. So basically, any foreign national that does not have documentation is expected to leave this area. But we also heard sentiments from, some of the stakeholders that were part of this memorial service, where they essentially said that government has failed all the 6 people that we are, honoring today, including the 2 19-year-olds that also died while they were trying to keep this area safe. Essentially saying that if there was employment, in this province or in South Africa, these people could possibly be at work. They decided to volunteer and actually, try and keep their community safe. Another issue that was brought up was the issue of the Soshanguve police station, which is offering poor service, as we understand currently. The Premier did touch on that and said that interventions will be made to address that. But let's hear from one of the religious leaders who was part of the memorial service. So thank you very much for your time. One thing you said earlier on, you partially blamed the government for what has happened to these 6 people that were trying to keep this community safe. Please elaborate on that.
Yes, we are partially blaming the government for these 6, souls that have passed away. The reason is why we are saying the government has failed them is that this place, the police, they don't come to this area and to see that there is safety in the community. 2, we are blaming the government for this killing of these 6 children. Is that all the immigrants, illegal immigrants who are here in our country, they are saying let the president seal the borders. Then all the illegal immigrants, those who don't have documentation, let them leave our country. We love them, we appreciate them, but I think now they have overstayed their stay in South Africa. Let them leave so that we can, rebuild our country. Now, people are not waking. People have died. Like there is one who died, who's leaving behind 3 children. The wife is not waking. He was not waking. Then he will wake up early in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, to safeguard, to give security in this place of Merimi. Then he died. Then he died. There is no any compensation that they will receive. But then we thank the government of Gauteng, led by Panyaza Lesufi, contribution that they've done, then that they are going to bury all these victims. We are saying heads up for them. And then to the families, we are convey our condolences to them. And we are saying to all South Africans, let us have peace and let us have love. Then to all those who have been arrested, we are pleading with the government that please, no bail. And 2, we are saying, let the hangpal brought back, to our system, because of people are killing others. Then from there, after 25 years, they go out free. Then they'll come back to the community while people are crying. Yes, we know that maybe for them to die also, it will never bring back those who have died, but we are saying enough is enough.
Thank you very much, Pastor Shabangu, for your time. That is one of the religious leaders that are in attendance of this memorial service, where they also interacted with the bereaved families who are finding it quite hard to process the deaths of their loved ones. Vuyo, we are talking about breadwinners here. We are talking about 2 19-year-olds. people that were born in 2005. One of them completed matric just last year. Because of unemployment and not having means at home, he decided to do something useful with his time, and that actually led to his untimely death. Now, one can imagine what their parents going through during this difficult time. But we do know that government will be supporting these families in various ways during this process and ensure that everyone is buried, even if they do not have the means to do so. Currently, there is a community in Bizo where community members are raising their grievances to leaders that they don't usually interact with them. Interact with on a daily basis. You understand that sometimes the voice of the community is usually community leaders. Now today, community members are given a platform to speak for themselves and speak to the members of the Executive Council of the Gauteng Province, the Premier of Gauteng Province, about the issues that they are facing here at Merrimee Informal Settlement, hoping that this gathering will, yield positive results, because it's the first of this kind. But it's unfortunate that it had to take 6 lives, or people dying while they're trying to keep this community safe for a gathering of this sort to be held. Back to you in studio.
Zola Shalwana with that update, and from Soshanguve in Gauteng.